Congratulations.
Ice cold water, ice cold Gatorade.
Register to vote. Register to vote. Register to vote. Register to vote. Register to vote.
Ice cold water. What the church says.
We got Just Leadership USA. What are we saying? We got everybody together. Because as we come together, we can do more. Amen. So we're excited to have everybody.
I'm glad that you all can come out here on this fine Sunday and join us to say enough is enough. We're tired of the things that are plaguing our community, and it's time that we take a stand. It's time that we let Mayor Bill de Blasio know, Governor Cuomo know, and Trump know that enough is enough. We're tired of housing injustice. We're tired of mass incarceration, and we're tired of the things plaguing our community. New York State is spending more money building on prisons than they are on education. That's not right. The MTA is not accessible to the great people of New York who are unable to ride it. And there are a number of issues plaguing our community. So throughout this march, we'll be addressing these. Right now, we have the public advocate, Jumaane Williams, who's here to address this crowd.
Peace and blessings, Erica. How you doing? First of all, I just want to make sure I say Black Lives Matter. Sometimes people have trouble saying that. I don't understand why. It is a standalone statement. Black Lives Matter, period. Y'all say it with me. Black Lives Matter. Black Lives Matter. That's it. There's no answer to it except yes, it does. I just want to thank Black Lives Matter Greater New York, everybody who came out today, and Reverend Backus. I don't know what y'all got in the water in Abyssinian, but I was there this morning and he tore it down. I'm excited to be here and see all of y'all, but I'm sad that we have to be here talking about these issues, but I'm glad that we're letting them know that we're going to keep the pressure on. To let them know if we talk about the mass shootings in El Paso and Daytona, we have to talk about the mass shootings in Brownsville and Crown Heights. We are not going to leave those neighborhoods out of the gun violence discussion in this country. We have to, of course, talk about Aragon and Daniel Pantaleo. We have to talk about the exonerated five, also known as the Central Park Five. We got to talk about what's happening in NYCHA. We got to talk about the homelessness crisis that's rising. We got to talk about, as I mentioned, inaccessible MTA. But here's the secret. All of those issues were here long before Donald Trump. We have a Republican governor. We have, a Democratic governor. Well, most times makes a step happen. We got a so-called Democratic governor. We got a Democratic mayor. Cy Vance is the DA of Manhattan, who is supposed to be a Democrat as well. All of those people are responsible for the things that we're talking about here today, and they cannot blame Donald Trump for it. There were Democrats who held back the gun votes as well. If we're going to talk about the Republicans, I'm talking about the Democrats too. I want everybody to be out. I hope I didn't get anybody scared if we're talking about Democrats too, because they're also part of the problem, and we got to make sure we hold every single person responsible. And I'm going to tell you, if the Democrats had done what they were supposed to do, we wouldn't even have Donald Trump right now. So what I hope is that there's a lesson learned, because we are in some orange darkness right now, but we are going to come out of it. Everybody here is part of the light, but when we come out, I want folks to remember where we got to. So when we tell you there's a problem, listen to us. And there's a lot of people who are woke now, and I appreciate it, but a lot of us were woke long before that, but nobody was listening. There were communities who've been woke because we had no choice. So listen to those who are suffering, even if you're not, so that we don't wait till everybody's in the same place. Yes? Peace, everybody. I'm glad to be here with you.
Thank you, public advocate. Thank you for sharing that message with us. Right now, we have the president of Black Lives Matter Greater New York, Nepal Kiazolu.
Get it.
My name is Nupal Kiazolu. I am 19 years old, and I am the president of Black Lives Matter, Greater New York. I am sick and tired of being sick and tired. What New York City is experiencing is not unique to what other inner cities across this country are experiencing. But the crazy thing is, our ineffective mayor thinks that he can run for president of the United States when he cannot even run New York City. There are people, black people dying in the streets left and right. No justice is being served. Black people living in poverty everywhere across this city. The mayor is not doing anything. I come from the inner city. I'm from Brownsville, Brooklyn. I'm from the hood. I know what people in the hood are going through. And this mayor, he puts out all this propaganda portraying New York to be a post-racial utopia. We're all united. We're a melting pot. And that's BS. As a young person, I'm tired. And I see young people out here. It is up to our generation to hold these elected officials accountable. We will no longer vote people in office that are not doing what they are supposed to be doing. I always tell people, when someone comes in your face and asks you to vote for them, don't just listen to what they're saying. Look at the track record.
That's right.
Make sure the words coming out of their mouth align with the actions they have been doing.
That's
And if you vote somebody in office, voting is just the first step. That's just the first step. You have to make sure you hold these elected officials accountable. Be at their door, be on them like white on rice. Hello. I'm here. I'm at your doorstep. That's how you have to be. It is not enough to vote. We can no longer go on like this in New York City. It's been 5 years. Eric Garner
5
didn't
years.
see
Talk about it.
justice.
Talk about it. Talk about it. Talk about it.
Bill de Blasio
Talk about
has
it.
been BSing
Right.
this whole time.
Yep.
He keeps saying, oh, it's not up to me.
Yes.
Oh no, honey, you have a direct role in firing Pantaleo and
What?
every single officer that was involved in the murder of Eric Garner.
Go ahead.
We're no longer going to tolerate subpar treatment. And I am so inspired to see all of these black people and people of color come together. Thank you to the allies for coming out to support this movement. This gives me hope. Numbers don't matter to me. But seeing all these people out here united for one cause, which is to better humans, inspires me. So thank you all for coming out. I'm just incredibly inspired, and I love all of you guys, and it just gives me hope. Thank you. Thank you so much for coming out. I love all of you guys. Let's stay together. Let's stay safe. Let's stay safe. Black Lives Matter. That's our president of Black Lives Matter in New York, Paul Kiazolu. And right now, we have our chairman. Yes, Hawk Newsom coming up to grace us.
Come on. That's all right. That's all good. Yeah.
Mic check. Mic check. Y'all can hear me all right?
Yeah.
I'm gonna be on my best behavior because we got folks from the church here. I'm gonna wait till the second and third march to let them know how I really talk. I think this is a common sense type of conversation. This is a common sense coming together of black people, brown people, and our allies coming together saying enough is enough. Enough is enough.
just start thinking about cause and effect, right? Because a lot of the things that are affecting us are caused by this white supremacist power structure, right? So people want to look at me and say stupid things about black people hurting other black people, but I point to that power structure. Because we came out of our mother's wombs with that anger, with that aggression, with that bottle of alcohol, with that drug in our spirit already, because they placed it there as a mechanism for us to fail from before the time we were born. So I'm happy to be here, and I see so many different, beautiful black people. I see Abyssinian. I see Rise and Resist. I see Gays Against Guns. I see the Fruit of Islam. I see my beloved African brothers and sisters. I see our Mayor, Jamani Williams. I make them uncomfortable when I say that, but let me tell you something. Like they say Donald Trump ain't our mayor, de Blasio, but like they say Donald Trump ain't my president, I say de Blasio ain't my mayor. I say Bill de Blasio is not my mayor. Anybody that can let black babies die from lead poisoning in the projects, not my mayor. Anybody that won't give my elders a safe space to enter and board on the trains is not my mayor. Any mayor that can let a cop choke a man to death after bleeding for his life 11 times and let that cop keep his job is not my mayor. So I'm here to say your black card has been revoked, Mayor de Blasio. No more cookouts, no more barbecues, no more electric slides, no more nothing. We don't want to see you in our community. We don't want to see you smiling up in our faces. Meanwhile, you're backing up.
Let's go.
That's all right. That's all right. That's all right. That's all right, Howard.
Come on, Howard.
I'm behaving. But you got people like Pat Lynch, the head of the Police Benevolent Association, who takes up for killers. Who takes up for killers.
Always been doing it.
You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Man, I stand here and I embody Deborah Dana. Say her name. Say her name. Deborah Dana was a 66-year-old black woman who was schizophrenic, who was very educated, who was shot twice in her house for holding a stick.
Well,
the cop said he felt threatened.
Come on.
They always feel threatened when we black. Period, right? But 4 other cops in there said that they would not have shot that lady.
That's right.
So we went, Black Lives Matter, Greater New York, we went every day of trial. You know the police had their own protests and had hundreds of people out there, but we only had 10 people there for Sister Deborah Dana. Where were you on that day? Where were you on that day? Eric Gardner. It's all right, Mother. You will know from now on. Because we're going to get everybody contact information. We're going to keep each other alert. Why? Because it's time we start standing up on every issue.
That's right.
My point is, only we can win back our community.
That's right.
There is strength in numbers.
Got to fight.
There is a reason why they come after our leaders, because our leaders organize us to affect change. So when people are a problem and disrupt this system, they come in and they take them out. Epstein.
Come on.
Epstein. You know who Epstein is? He was about to do what? He was about to talk about everybody. And they found him hanging in his cell while he was on suicide watch. Tell me how he was on suicide watch, but they found him in the morning. They come after people who disrupt this power structure. But what I'm telling y'all is, when we come together, we can change things. They know that, so they will try to divide us.
Yes.
But this right here, when the streets meet activism and everybody come together, this is enough to not only change New York, but to change the world.
Yes.
Right, Mayor Jumaane Williams?
Yeah, I like that. I like that.
Right, Mayor?
Mayor
Right, Mayor
Jumaane.
Williams?
Mayor
Right
Jumaane.
on. But I want y'all to know something. I want y'all to know something. We go real hard on social media. We send notices. It's important to notice who's here, but notice who's not here.
Right.
Next time they come around asking for your vote, you'll see them flyers. You'll know how many issues we addressing. Where they at? Where they at? They claim to be your friends, but they treat you just as bad as Republicans when it counts. Where they at? Where they at? I'm gonna say things to make you feel uncomfortable, but it's time we make them uncomfortable when they don't stand for us. I'm gonna stop talking because we're about to walk 100 miles. Listen, I love y'all.
Love you,
Love you all. Yeah.
I got you, Mom. Yeah. I just want to let you know, I'm out here and I'm tall and I got a big mouth, so y'all think I'm running things. It's these women who make everything happen. It's these women who push and organize. It's these queens. Next up, I give you somebody I marched all the way to Washington, D.C. with that organizes a lot around immigrants right here in this city, and that's truly a dynamic organizer. Pauline Pinto.
Pauline, all right.
Make some noise for Hawk Newsome, everybody! My name is Pauline Pinto, and I'm an organizer, and I'm honored to be here sharing community with everyone today. I want to hear everyone say, enough is enough! 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 Because today we're all standing
as you may know, my name is Miracle because she just said it. I'm here today because I have 3 older brothers, and they are all teenagers. And there are so many things that have happened to teenagers and adults, even old people, that are okay. And I'm not happy with what's going on today because my 3 older brothers are my role models. And if something ever happens to them, that's going to be a problem. And if anything, I'm going to fight harder and stronger, and we're going to stand stronger because every time they kill one of us comes back stronger. So today I'm going to be doing a poem in mass incarceration. And this poem is pretty short, but it still counts.
Yes, girl.
Mass incarceration is known to be a black king's reputation. Hold on, I'm not patient to wait for my loved ones in jail. You want to arrest me because I'm not pale? No need to be rude just because you're being cruel. Oh snap, want to treat me like crap, then stab me in my back? You're so lucky you didn't just get slapped.
Let's go.
My mother was abused in November by the police. She was having a conversation and they felt the need that it was necessary to come up to her and be rude. And they told her to move. She didn't move because she didn't have to move. She wasn't doing anything wrong.
That's right.
And next thing you know, they were abusing her, trying to force her into the back of a police car. And there I was standing there on my block, not knowing where she was. I was scared. I heard screaming and I didn't know it was her. They were trying to force her into the back of a police car. Next thing she knew, she was thrown in a cage. And that's why we have our organization, Never Be Caged.
Let's go. That's right.
Wow.
There's this movie called The Hate You Give. And there's a scene where they're in a church because a young man was just shot and killed by a police. And the lady says, this is one of my favorite sayings from that movie: we can never be unarmed when they're afraid of our blackness.
That's right.
I'm here today because it's unfair what they're doing to black people. Especially our youth, which happens to be me. I don't know what's going to happen to me. Because I am a young black queen. And I'm not afraid to tell a police officer that I think what they're doing isn't right.
It's all right.
Okay,
It's
you
all
got
right.
it, young queen.
It's all right. It's all right. It's all right. It's all right.
As I said before, I have 3 older brothers.
It's all right.
Take your time, baby.
It's all right.
You are doing.
It's all right.
Everybody make some noise for
Yeah.
this young queen.
Yes.
Great job, Miracle. Next up, we have James Belton Keith. He's running in the 13th district. I'm actually running in the 15th. Here's my brother on the campaign trail.
What's going on, family? What's going on? Oh, I brought my arm. Y'all can keep this when I leave. But my name is James Felton Keith. Most people just call me JFK up here in the neighborhood. I'm running for U.S. Congress right here in Harlem, in Washington Heights, in Inwood, in Marble Hill, in Kingsbridge, against Adrian Esquire, who lives upstairs. There's not a single politician down here today other than Jumaane Williams, so thank you for that. But I want it to be known, when we sit here and we talk about the politicians that are not coming out for us, or the ones who are in Albany, or the ones who are at City Hall, or the ones who are in D.C., that are not making the necessary decisions to protect our lives, it's a problem, and it's about power. This is not about policy per se. Policy can change things, but what? Y'all Y'all can hear me? Oh, okay. All right. She got a bigger one, so we're gonna go with that. But yo, seriously, this is about power. This is about us coming out and not only voting, but making sure that we constantly moving people in the streets to get our work done, to get our advocacy done. And so what we have to do, I want to see a primary against every elected official that needs to be lobbied to say Black Lives Matter. Again, as Jumani said, as a standalone statement. I want to see a primary against every politician that needs to be lobbied to do the right thing around climate change, around health care, around universal education. But more importantly, I want to see people talking about universal basic income and our economic rights.
Yes.
The real deal is we don't have enough money to fight any damn thing. We couldn't afford to launch a lawsuit if we wanted to tomorrow. That's a bigger problem than anything else. People are arguing for the symptoms constantly, but we need some damn money. And we cannot rely on politicians who don't know a damn thing about the 21st century to advocate for us to have some play in this century.
Right on.
I'm going to stop it there. We're going to march up the street. Y'all need to vote for Vonnie. If you live in the Bronx, if you live in the 15th district, get it done. If you live in the 13th, get it done. Enough is enough of these whack-ass politicians and they bad suits. The end.
Since the beginning of time there was faith, another kid lost in this world full of hate. I don't know why we keep choosing this place. They tell me to trust, I keep losing my faith. See, there was this officer coming my way. I wanted to run, but I knew I must stay. Hoping he's not like the one to pull out his gun and tell me to free. So I'm down on my knees, I'm like, I'm not safe, mama. I'm not safe, mama. I'm not safe, mama. I'm not safe, mama. What have I done? I'm somebody's son. Can someone explain why I'm going insane? I'm like, I'm not safe, mama. I'm not safe, mama. I'm not safe, mama. I'm not safe, mama. Holding my hands to the sky. Don't shoot tonight, 'cause I'm too young to die. No, no, no. Yo, there's no real reason for me to be afraid of losing my life, but it seems like it's hunting season, so I gotta be twice as nice. See, I wanna make it home safe, so I fix my face like I'm not scared. I'm even watching my tone today. This ain't the time for me to act like I don't care. Ma, these streets is crazy. It ain't good to wear a hood no more, 'cause if I look like a threat, wanna bet I'll be in a chokehold with no breath on the floor. And in the store, I really gotta watch it. Stop it, take my hands in my pocket before the manager unlocks it, cocks it, put the trigger and I'm hit.